truth. For me, when I was doing press for Temple of a Dog, which came out in 1991, I think, somebody asked me in an interview, they said, what is the difference between this and a Chris Cornell solo record? Because at the time, I was the best known person in that band, and I had written most of the album. I had 7 or so songs written entirely that were songs I felt could be releasable, but that didn't fit with even my image of what my band Soundgarden should sound like. And that was a theme that always went on. I had tapes and tapes of like experimental music and songs that I did at home that weren't going to be songs that I used in the band that I was known for. And I would give them to friends at Christmas or just kind of play them for people, you know, and they're still sitting in a box I have at home.
You should just give them all to Celine Dion. You'll make $4 trillion. Record these songs, and you'll be done, man.
That's a great idea. I'll carry him with me, and if I see her,
just hand
where
him
do
over.
you find her now? She's not in Vegas anymore.
She's not in Vegas. I'll make a call for you.
Thank you.
That's how we'll do it.
Thank you.
But listening to the Scream stuff, I can't imagine that you would ever even have thought of approaching any of the 2 bands you were in, saying, here's the record to make. Because, I mean, it's not a dance record, but it's kind of a dance record. And it's not a hip-hop record, but it's kind of a hip-hop record. But there's still, like, layers of Chris Cornell vocals. And I thought, holy shit, how did you come up with these songs and think, what do I do now?
Well, this goes back a ways, I think. You know, when I first started hearing beat-based music or music where there were loops or samples, it wasn't all just in the hip-hop world. You heard it in kind of a little bit in the indie world as well. And in Seattle, where I grew up, there was also a hip-hop show on cable access that was once a week. It was 1 hour. They never played the same video twice. They never played a video by anyone I'd ever heard of and have never heard of since. And from that point on, I started thinking about the idea of, at some point, making an album where it can be drum loops and samples and more beat-based and just something that I wanted to experiment with.